So I want to talk about the idea of Tian in Mozi. And as you know, in Taoism and Confucianism and Neo-Confucianism, the idea of heaven is very important. They talk about it in different ways and they argue it in different ways. However, it's the same concept of heaven or Tian, or the sky or nature. Um, and the whole idea behind this is the Moist says, when I do what Tian wants, Tian does what I want. So there's a priority towards living by heaven, living by Tian. And it approves moral action, punishes immorality. So it's basically linked to their idea of Li. Li is the groundwork of Moist ethics, which is Li is benefit or utility or morality. And that's the whole idea of Li, is that you do something if it's going to contribute to the benefit or utility of some person or other. Preferably for a Moist, for the benefit or utility of everybody, the social welfare, the well-being of everyone. But Tian, when it's about Tian, it's that you do what is moral, and what is immoral is punished, and you do what results in universal good for all people, and the idea of a general utility. It's unambiguous, measurable standard for morality. Confucianism, basically, it weakens this whole idea of general utility with their partiality towards their own kin or filial piety. The whole idea of general utility is a standard for doing anything, and that comes from Tian. And the whole thing of when I do what Tian wants, Tian does what I want. That when you act morally, according to the Moist, when you act morally, your needs will be fulfilled, and your wants and your desires will be fulfilled if you act morally, and you act to benefit social welfare, to benefit the well-being of everybody. Basically, it critiques also wasteful, extravagant things like music, pleasure, or entertainment. A Moist would think that, well, at least the Moist back then, I don't know about the Moist right now. A Moist back then would be against music. It'd be against doing anything wasteful, doing anything pleasurable, anything to entertain yourself. It's basically this whole map of how to be a virtuous person. And there's some virtue ethics kind of in this, basically, vaguely, but it's basically a utilitarian ethics system. And it's against doing things for you, because if you do things for Tian, for everybody, this altruistic utilitarianism, then the things that you need will be fulfilled. And if you are trying to do things that are extravagant or wasteful and opulent and enjoyable first, then your life is not going to be very good. So heaven is also built into this whole ethical system that the Moist maintains. So in the next video, I'll do the 10 key doctrines, which is kind of their 10 systems of how to live. And thank you for watching. This is video correction.